So I'm not sure if I've actually shared my fondness for rhythm games, but if I haven't, I actually used to pretty much exclusively play rhythm games. And I'm not just talking about Dance Dance Revolution or Guitar Hero, but Beat Mania, Taiko no Tetsujin, or Taiko Drum Master, and Space Channel 5. Which, actually, the game that I'm playing today is Rez. This is Rez HD, which was, incidentally, a re-release for the Xbox 360. To tell you a little bit about Rez and the company that made it, actually, there used to be a company called United Game Artists, and later on they became known as Q Entertainment and brought you games like 99 Nights and Lumines, actually, which Lumines was, of course, pegged to be the next Tetris. And it kind of was for a short while. It definitely helped sell a lot of PlayStation portables, and then Lumines eventually showed up on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. It's kind of died down. The last one was Electronic Symphony, which was released on the PlayStation Vita, and unfortunately, of course, the PlayStation Vita is near the end of its life. But what United Game Artists definitely excelled at were these really interesting, typically rhythm or this sort of what they call synesthesia, this mix between visuals and audio and kind of merging them into one. And Tetsuya Mizuguchi was the director for this game, Space Channel 5, Every Extend Extra, and I think that's it, actually. He pretty much did those. Now, Rez is one of my favorite games, actually, and I hooked up my Xbox 360 just to play this one. So this is not the current release. This game has actually been released for a number of consoles. It originally released on the SEGA Dreamcast, and then the PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 here with this Cube collection, and it was also prior like an arcade game. And then now it's actually got VR support, and there's like an additional level or something like that on the PlayStation 4 if you have PlayStation VR. So for a while though, this game was really hard to find. Both the Dreamcast and PlayStation 2 versions were so rare that copies would sell for $100 plus, $200 plus. And so I came across a PlayStation 2 copy probably over a decade ago at a GameStop. And I thought I had made this great score, and it turns out that a company called Games Quest Direct had actually reprinted it. And so they actually reprinted a number of games. They reprinted the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 that were on the GameCube. If you ever saw those Rhapsody and that Journey to the West PlayStation 1 RPG releases, those were reprints by Game Quest Direct. They actually even used to reprint Sega Dreamcast games. They actually reprinted Omicron, the Nomad Soul, which was made by then relatively unknown Quantic Dream, which later on, they went to release Indigo Prophecy, release Heavy Rain, and release Beyond Two Souls. And of course now there's that Detroit game that's around the corner whenever it might eventually come out. So that's my background on this game and this company. And at this point, I guess really this release is technically done by Q Entertainment, but this was United Game Artists, and actually they used to even be at one point part of Sonic Team. So I hope you are as excited as I am, because this is one of my favorite games, and we are going to play Rez HD. Yeah, requires an extended loading time. Does it really? I don't know. I don't remember that. Now, I haven't actually hooked up my Xbox 360 for this channel at all. Not in the 2 years that I've been running this channel, actually. This channel was started in August of 2015. Right now, it's May of 2017, almost June. It's hard to imagine how quickly the time goes by. I'm just filling dead air. Oh, hey, look, the ESRB notice. Things are loading. Now, a couple things to note. This is actually a fresh Xbox account. It's not an Xbox Live account. I'm not online. It's all good. Yeah, see, as you can see, Q Entertainment did it. That also means, and this is something that I really like, is I want the achievements to actually be new, right? Whenever I unlock an achievement on the channel, it's exciting, or a trophy. I should say trophies, because pretty much I've been a PlayStation guy. I'm going to have to create a bunch of new playlists just for this. But with that said, let's do the thing. Yeah, I made a lot of weird stuff. Actually, what's funny is that that hard drive there is actually a 20 gigabyte hard drive, which I actually went and I took out of its encasing and I put it in an Xbox 360 Slim. So I've got like the only Slim in the world that doesn't have like a 120 gig hard drive, basically. But and it's funny too. Actually, I think that the thing, the enclosure it's in is it says that it's actually an 80 gig or something like that. I'm not sure. I might actually even say it's a 120, but it's just a 20 gigabyte. Oh gosh, I just want to talk today. It seems I miss doing the channel. I've been actually quite busy today, so let's play. And the way I'm going to do this series is I'm going to do a different episode for each level. Which in that case, actually, it's not too bad that I'm filling in some air. I used to be pretty good at this, so we'll see how bad I am. Oh, it's stuttering. Uh-oh. Come on. Don't do that to me. I gotta remember the controls. Did I tell you I like rhythm games? I love rhythm games. That's so satisfying, dude. Yeah. So, actually, all right, those blue things that I get, basically they're a way to get more life. At this point in time in the game, it's not really necessary. But if I fill up that meter at the bottom left-hand corner, basically, I get a new form. And each new form actually just has a different associated sound, but it gives you more health. And I always try to time things so it actually makes musical sense. So as you can see, every time I do that, I hack that white box, basically, I'm going forward a level. That's a missile. You don't want to let them get a chance to shoot missiles at you. It's easy to not see them all. My goal is to do well and talk. And you know what? I might do this terribly. Because it actually takes a good amount of concentration to get everything. We're doing all right, though. We're halfway up to our next form, so I like that. 3, 4, release. And this genre of game, actually, I'm a big fan of it, too. It's essentially called an on-rail shooter. Ooh, that one gives me more than one. Yeah, that gives me 3 right there. And on-rail shooters, they're not really popular anymore. But the old Panzer Dragoon series, which is of course another Sega property, those were... Shoot, I'm gonna miss them. Oh no! There goes my perfect score. Bummer. I was really hoping, you know, it doesn't really matter a ton, but I've absolutely gotten perfect scores on this game before. No way to prove it though. That music. It's worth noting too that the 5th level in this game has one of my favorite songs in a video game ever. It's a song called Fear is the Mind Killer. And for the longest time, I could not stop listening to the Rez soundtrack in my car. Like, it was car fuel. Anytime I was going anywhere, Rez soundtrack was just in the background. Oh, I like this part too. Yeah, you have some more, slightly more complex enemies. Honestly, the first level's pretty easy. Oh, he shot off missiles. Not all projectiles will actually make their way to you, by the way. Oh, alright, the red ones, those are basically bombs. They help you clear areas. Oh, did I evolve again? Because I didn't notice. I've been too busy playing and talking. I used to know all the forms. After a while, you start looking kind of like you got flippers or something. And the final form is actually pretty wild. It's like you're a floating kind of Buddhist monk polygon. At least that's what it always reminded me of. I mean, I guess I'm probably mischaracterizing what it looks like. Yeah, as far as I know, I haven't gotten hit yet. Oh, gosh. Oh yeah. Also, I can't think of the name of it, but there was a game actually that was released for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It was like Child something. Oh, I can't think of the name of it, but it was another rhythm game just kind of like this. In fact, essentially a spiritual successor to it. And it bothers the heck out of me I can't think of the name of it, because I went out of my way to find a copy. It didn't really sell very well. Which, you know, this didn't either, right? This is one of those games that got more popular after, like, years after it was released, right? I first played this on it was a PlayStation demo disc on PS2. And I mean, like, I didn't know what I had, right? Somebody was like, oh, Rez, I want to try that. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what it is, but sure, we can do that. And, oh man, I did not know what I was signing up for. And it was just this first level, too. There we go. We got Flipper Man here. You also notice that the sound that I make when I shoot things, it changes. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Get them all, get them all. Although, you know, actually it's one of my least favorite musical sounds. Alright, so the bosses are a highlight of this game, in all honesty. And, you know, I believe it's possible to time out the bosses, too, without defeating them. I want to say I've done that in the past, where I basically took too long to kill them, and it's just like, no, we're going to take pity on you, the song's over, it's okay. Alright. So, strategy here, lock on and shoot, lock on and shoot. Every time you hear, boom, you shoot. Make sure you get rid of the missiles, you don't want to deal with the missiles. There we go. Shoot the green, shoot the green. Those tentacles, they'll become missiles in a moment, so I gotta... shoot. I don't even remember what button is the button to shoot missiles, or shoot my bombs. Alright, yep. Yeah, you don't ever want to let those missiles get to you, honestly. I mean, they only take one form, and I've got a couple to spare. Alright, no, those green bits, yeah, they'll pop off into missiles, honestly. This part, too, yeah, you want to... Oh, no! There we go. We got it. I feel like for somebody who's never played this just has to look confusing. I mean, maybe not, right? Oh, man, this kills my thumb. Crazy to think about. I've actually been through a number of Xbox 360s in my life. Oh, I got hit! No! Alright, fine. Here. Bomb time. I don't want to miss any more forms here. Here we go. Blow up. Give me that. Max. Max. I'm releasing too early. Come on, get those, get those, get those. Before they're missiles. Alright, where are the others? Alright, they're missiles. No! Okay. Alright, this is where he changes things up a little bit. He sends BS spinners at you, kind of like those spinners that kids have these days. Also, I guess they're a modern frame. They kind of look like Genji shurikens. I don't have any more overdrives left. I only had that one. I don't really use them very often, to be honest. That shows how rusty I am. Come on. No! Yeah, they effectively protect the center and then turn into these garbage things. No! Go away! There we go, there we go, there we go. Security system failure. In which you're not really given a lot of context for the gameplay. You are some kind of a hacker. That's all you really know. Oh, alright. Analyzation 100%. That just means I hit all the gates. Shot down 98.42%. That's probably from that one section I noticed earlier. Support item, I actually missed some. That looks like I maybe missed two, because I don't remember how many there are. So that is not quite a perfect analysis for the first stage, but you know what? We unlocked Area 2. And that's where I'm going to end this episode of Let's Play Rez. Oh! An achievement unlocked. 20G the Earth. I missed that little woodblock sound, actually. You know, one of these days I need to get myself an Xbox One, but I don't even know if it makes the same kind of noise. Well, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you have any comments, go ahead and comment. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to see more cool, indie, weird stuff like this, well, you know, you could subscribe. Even if you don't subscribe, I'm going to keep making these, but don't let that discourage you. And with that said, let's keep doing the thing, and I will see you next time.